Hello. Did you miss me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Today I can tell you a story about spirituality and God. The reason why we're all here. I went to India once and I met a girl. Let's give her a name. Let's call her Blondie. And I was there for nerdy reasons, not necessarily for spiritual reasons. Unlike her, she was there for gap year reasons. And she had a friend who lived in a religious community, in an ashram. Let's give this friend a name as well. Let's call him Brandon. And Brandon lived in the ashram for half a year. And an ashram is like, you've got like one guru who's like some sort of spiritual leader, and then loads of other people, and they eat like vegan food and do like drum circles and feed the homeless. You know, all things can't really say much bad about. Yeah. It's also interesting to think of, you know, we live in the West and everything is everything is you know, you've got these structures and these hierarchies and people work in banks and they have bosses shouting at them and stuff, and then they run away from that, and then they want to get in touch with their spirituality in a country like India, and then find themselves in a community like this and find themselves with hierarchies again. So the guru is like the one leader, the Führer, and then you've got certain levels of, I don't know, spiritual clearance or whatever beneath this guy. So effectively you travel halfway around the world and it's just the same shit all over again, basically. But just to get back to Blondie. So she had a friend, Brandon, who lived in the ashram for half a year and did all this stuff, and who invited her over for a weekend. And when she arrived, everybody in this place had to throw themselves to the ground to show their devotion to the guru. And her being a proud girl, I guess she wasn't comfortable doing that. And the guru clocked that. And this is also important for this part of the story to mention that she's hot. And the guru clocked her hotness and her unwillingness to submit immediately. So he did a little trick. He taught her a story, and he said, so basically after this good morning ceremony or whatever, where everybody had to throw themselves to the ground, he talked to her and said, no, Blondie, everybody else in this community has to throw themselves to the ground in front of me. You don't have to, because I sense that we were spiritual equals in a previous life. Now, I guess I'm a bit cynical, so I suspect this guy had other motives. So I suspect what went through his head was more along the lines of, you know, I clocked that you've got a fantastic pair of young breasts under your sari, and I would like to test my chances to have a go at them, because you clearly are a bit gullible. Otherwise, you wouldn't be hanging out with me. Now she then spent a weekend there, did all the ashram spiritual stuff, eating kale or whatever they do. And one night when they did their bongo drum circle, the guru Ganesh sent a messenger and said, Blondie, it's now your time to visit Guru Ganesh in his special private library. To which her friend Brandon then went, oh, this is surprising. I've been here for half a year. No one ever asked me to join him in this special library. Now, she didn't know me very well, so she ended this... Oh God, what's going on here today? She ended this story at this stage. And I leave it as an exercise to the reader what either happened in this library, or what was meant to happen. Maybe yeah. Anyways, so this is the story of Blondie and how she got in touch with her spiritual self, and of a dirty old man who uses his following not only to promote himself but also to dispose of his bodily fluids. Yeah. And I guess you can't even blame the guy. I think if you've got imagine you have a following of like a couple of hundred people who do everything that you want them to do, like even them throwing themselves to the ground in front of you gets boring after a while. You would come up with new stuff, wouldn't you? If I had a following, I would tell them that my piss has special healing powers, and I would congregate them every morning and just begin the day by pissing all over them, just for fun, you know. Oh yeah, of course it's gonna get rid of your diseases if you just get it in your mouth and in your eyes. It's an interesting hobby, I guess. Yeah, well, that's it. Enough from me. Sorry for my long absence, but I guess I'm back now, and you can listen to my stories.